Friends, today let us continue the gene flow, genetic load, genetic drift of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So let us see the first one, gene flow. So what is meant by gene flow? Gene flow means it is the movement of alleles or migration of genes. Okay, gene flow means gene migration. Okay, or otherwise we can simply say that it is the movement of alleles from one population to another population. Okay, it is a movement of alleles from one population to another population. So let us take this one as one population and this one as another population, right? So here in this population I am marking the alleles with red dots. Okay, so these are the alleles of one population and these are the alleles of another population. Okay, so this is population A and this is population B. So what is happening here? What is happening here? It is the from population A, the alleles are moving to population B. So why the alleles are moving from population A to population B means due to interbreeding. Remember that. So what is happening here? Gene flow occurs due to interbreeding. Very, very important point, that one. Gene flow occurs due to interbreeding. Okay. So from population A, the alleles are removed and inserted into population B. Okay. So alleles from which are alleles, right? So the alleles which are moved from population is called as donor population. A simple word I use, population from, this is a population from A. If the alleles are removed, then we call this one as donor population. So in the above example, from where the alleles are moving means, in the above example, the alleles are moving from population A to population B. So population A is called as donor population. So population into which the alleles are added. So population into which the alleles are added are called as a recipient population. So now population A is donor population, population B is recipient population. So if you see here, the alleles are removed from population A. Here the alleles are added into the population B. So gene flow, I am using the word GF, gene flow changes allelic frequencies, because allelic frequency means alleles are removed from population A means the allelic frequency in population A changes. If the alleles are added in the population B means the allelic frequency of population B also changes. So what the gene flow is doing? Gene flow changes allelic frequency of both donor and recipient populations. Okay, it is changing the donor and recipient population. Okay, and genetic flow or gene flow opposes Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. For example, I am taking two populations here. Okay, this is one population. This is another population. Mating between tiger and lion. Okay, I am using this one as tiger population, this one as lion population. So if interbreeding occurs between the tiger and lion, what is happening? The alleles are moving from population this A to B. Then we get a liger. Okay, we are getting the liger. So the gene frequency is changing here. Due to gene flow, the allelic frequency is changing. So this is the best example we can go for the gene flow. Let's go for the second one, genetic load. What is genetic load? So genetic load means presence of deleterious gene. Here the meaning of deleterious gene means disadvantageous gene in population. So if any disadvantageous gene is present in the population, we call that one as a genetic load. So best example for genetic load is a sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is the best example for genetic load. So the example, let us see here. In sickle cell anemia, HbA is normal phenotype. Okay, it is a normal phenotype. Then HbS heterozygous phenotype, and this heterozygous phenotype is resistant to malaria. They show resistance to malaria. Then HbS. So HbS is the deleterious gene. It is the deleterious gene. So what is happening? The person suffered with sickle cell RBC, and the person is affected. Okay, the person is affected. So this is about the genetic load. Now let's go for the next one, genetic drift. Genetic drift. Right. So here the statement for the genetic drift is sliding or change in the allelic frequency. Okay. Let us see how does genetic drift occurs. Any change in allelic frequency. That means if the allelic frequency changes by chance, any change in the allelic frequency by chance but not by natural selection. Okay, but not by natural selection, we call this one as genetic drift. So this was proposed by, the genetic drift was proposed by Sewall-Wright. Okay, Sewall-Wright. So we also call this one as Sewall-Wright effect. Okay, then genetic drift also opposes Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Right? It is also opposing the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Then where the genetic drift can operate? Genetic drift applicable to only small populations. In large populations, we cannot see the genetic drift. We can see the genetic drift only in the small population, not applicable to large population. Okay, the genetic drift is not applicable to large populations. What is the effect of genetic drift? So if you see the genetic drift tends to reduce genetic variations. So the genetic drift reduces the genetic variation. How these genetic variations are caused? Genetic variations caused by alleles with low frequency. So the allelic frequency is less, then the genetic drift occurs. For example, if you see in small population, if you take a small population, in a small population, there is more chance for loss of alleles. Okay, loss of alleles. So in a small population, you can see chance for loss of alleles. Let us see the allelic frequency of a small population. Recessive allelic frequency. You have to remember the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Recessive allelic frequency means it is Q equal to how much? 0.1. Q equal to 0.1. So, right, 0.01 we can take. Okay, 0.01. So, So I have taken the recessive frequency in small population. Okay, that equal to 1 by 100. Okay, so if the 100 in a population there are 100 individuals, the recessive people are there is only 1. Okay, so there is more chance for loss of allele. I want to go for a small example. If you take small example, right, then if you take the beetles, okay, if you take the beetles, right, I will go with color only. So these are the insects. Okay, right, the red color insects are 100 and the blue color insect is 1. It is only 1. If a person stamps these insects, or if a person by mistake put his leg on these insects, what will happen? This insect will completely eliminate. It will die and it is completely eliminated. In this red populations, these insects were dead and these are survived. So the chance of losing allele in the small population is more. Okay, the chance of losing the allele in small population is more. Right? If you take a large population, in large population, if there are 10 lakhs people, okay, if you take the large population, in a large population, the allelic frequency is 0.01 means it will be 1000 people per Then here the chance of losing allele is less. Okay, here the chance of losing allele is less. So here the chance of losing allele is less. Is less. So end product or end result of genetic drift is either fixation or loss or loss. Then end result of genetic drift depends upon size of population. Okay, the end result of genetic drift depends upon size of population. Examples of genetic drift now. So examples of genetic drift is first one, founder effect. Second one, bottlenecks. Okay, let us see founder effect. So it is a form of genetic drift. Is a form of genetic drift. Okay. Then what are founders? Founders means small group of individuals isolated from original population. So founders are the small group of individuals which are isolated from the original population and forms new colony or new population. Okay, they are forming the new populations, right? Let us see a small diagrammatic representation of this one. Right, so from this here, if you see, the individuals are like this. Imagine this one as A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay, and so okay, I'll mark it with red color, then it will be easy for you. Okay, these are O blood group people. So from this population, in a population you have taken, in this population you have taken the blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB and blood group O. So from this population, small group of individuals are isolating, okay, and forms into small group called as founders. So these founders are starting new population. These founders are starting new population. So in this new population, all the individuals are having the O blood group only. All the individuals are having O blood group only. So from the original population, small group of individuals are isolated. Okay, these isolated individuals are called as founders. From the founders, new population has been started. So if you take the example, 100% O positive blood group in red Indians. Red Indians. So let us go for the next one. Next example, that is the bottlenecks. What are bottlenecks? Okay, if you take the bottlenecks, in the bottlenecks are nothing but they are the natural calamities. Okay, natural calamities. So natural calamities like cyclones, floods, etc. Okay, after bottlenecks, or we can say after natural calamities, so what happens, most of the individuals will die. Okay, after natural calamities, what is happening, large number of individuals are dying. Only population reduced to small size. Okay, because most of the individuals will die, population is reduced to small size. So you can use after natural calamities or after bottlenecks. After bottlenecks, population reduced to small size, and these are the people, the persons or the population which is surviving is called as lucky survivors. Lucky survivors. So from the lucky survivors, new population arises. New population is formed from lucky survivors. So best example you can go for polydactylic dwarf individuals in old order Amish population, Lancaster. In this population, the people are having 6 fingers. The people are having 6. So you can see the diagrammatic representation also here. So this is the original population. Due to natural calamities, only or after bottlenecks, only small population has been survived. From this population, new individuals are arising. So this is called as bottlenecks. Right. So we complete this one. After that, we'll see the next one. Have a nice day. Thank you.